When the working day is done, girls just want to have a pretty good time.
Yeah, because girls are players too.
Girls are definitely players and they just want to have fun. And that's what the podcast is all about. So if that's what you're into, being a player and having fun at the same time, welcome.
Yeah, when you can combine Cyndi Lauper and who sings Girls as Players too? Doja Cat, is that?
A bit of Coil Ray.
Oh, a bit of Coil Ray.
Why not?
Just whack those two together, eh?
Guaranteed to be a good time. We launched our first official Jodie and Hayesy joke off this morning to put you in the right frame of mind.
Yep.
Mixed reviews.
Mixed reviews. I was happy with mine.
Yeah, yours was very good, actually.
Yours was good.
But it touched a really interesting spot for Abby, unfortunately, because you made a joke about a dog that can't walk, and then literally Abby's dog right now can't walk.
I didn't even think of that.
And she was laughing, but
also
you felt like it cut through.
Also crying at the same time.
That's so funny. Well, they tears of joy. What's happening?
Look at you, Abby. You're crying tears of joy. Oh, no, I'm just crying. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
We played You Schnitting Me, which is a lot of fun. 2 stories, 1 truth, 1 lie.
Yep.
Yours involved the great man, Dom Cassisi, former Port captain.
Mm-hmm. Yours involved a split nut.
Yeah. Split nut. Could have been a split notcher. Could have been a split ring. You don't know. I didn't specifically go into details.
Well, I told you not to. I thought you were going to.
Yeah.
For a horrifying moment.
That's that whole area down there where the skin's very sensitive.
Yeah. Sensitive gear, isn't it?
Yeah, speaking of sensitive, when have you been caught in public doing the wrong thing?
Exactly,
we launched that as well.
God, I wish Tom Rehn had been there for that. Well, I'm sure he would have done some stuff, that boy. He looks clean cut.
The public thing, I thought you were talking about the split ring thing. I was like, what's Rennie got to do with that? What a big job that would be to repair it all. Anyway, this is the podcast. Have fun. Let's celebrate all things mums.
Jodie and Hayesy's Mum Sung Heroes.
Oh, good on you, mums.
We love mums.
That's you as well, Joe. It's good on you.
We wouldn't be here without our mums, would we?
That's exactly right. And we thought, why don't we just get a collection of beautiful mums together. We're going to head along to Earth Clay Studio, of course, as you do on a Friday, and just celebrate and have a lovely time.
It's just Andrew Hayes and pottery. They just go hand in hand, don't they?
It just makes sense.
It does.
Oh, my God, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
This is called Mum Sung Heroes, and what it is, we just take a pretty stock standard song and, you know, we flip around a few words and you just got to guess the words in the theme of
mum themes, yeah.
mums. And we did this before.
Zoe's mum has got it going on. She's
Just to embarrass Zoe.
And I've waited for so long.
Because Bindy's so lovely.
So producer Zoe's mum, Bindi, is pretty hot.
Yeah.
So you just made it a little dedicated song for her.
And you got it right. It's not
weird.
Zoe's mum. It's Stacey's mum.
Yeah,
So
true.
you would have got yourself a ticket to Earth Clay Studios.
So if you'd like to get involved, 13 24 10, please. But we've got Amanda from Aldgate on the line. Good morning, Amanda.
Today.
Oh, sorry. There you are. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thanks. How are you doing for a Monday morning?
Oh, not too bad. Trying to rush these kids to get ready for school.
Yes, that's the way it rolls.
They've got a good mum, Amanda. They've got a great mum.
They do. Of course they do.
All right. Here we go. Just mixed up a little.
Nodding.
What? Sorry?
My kids are nodding in the background. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, they're playing the game beautifully.
That's nice. Get mum something nice, kids. Okay. Amanda, we're going to play you a little clip here. You just have to tell us what the actual song is.
Okay.
All right, make it easy.
Here we go.
Let me go on like a blister on your mum. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one.
All right, Amanda.
Are you familiar with this tune, Amanda?
Sort of. I think I know it.
Okay.
The blister in the sun.
That's
Yes.
the correct version. Well done.
You're doing some pottery with Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Good stuff, Amanda. That works much better than blister on your mum, doesn't
It
it?
does, doesn't it?
That's it. Thank you so much.
We'll see you there, Amanda. Thank you so much.
Great.
Very good.
Nice.
This is good. Earth
Yeah.
Clay Studio, a therapeutic safe space for bonding and creating. URTHclaystudio.com.au. Look, I can't remember the last time I did some pottery.
No.
I'll be making my debut as well.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Look out. Hey,
Essential stuff.
coming up next in Jodies Juice, the King's Coronation concert is on at the moment, and Katy Perry has made an epic appearance in a frock that just has gone beyond.
All right. Let's mix things up.
Okay.
Because sometimes on Monday morning you just need to find a little bit of motivation. I'm not talking about quotes. I'm talking about just getting you in the right frame of mind. Just a couple little jokes.
Okay.
Now that's a joke.
That was a joke.
That's a joke. Joke. That's a terrible joke.
Do you know what I mean, Jodes?
Yeah.
Just to get you in the mood, because sometimes Mondays, well, they can be just a little bit glum.
So I've got one. Can I start?
Okay.
Because I really like
let's have a bit of a joke off.
I like mine.
Okay,
Abby, you can get involved in this too. Abby from the newsroom. All right, you ready? I don't know if I can say this one, but it just made me laugh out loud.
Rip that Band-Aid off. I'm just going to hover over the dump button.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Where do you find a dog with no legs? Right where you left him.
Because it's got no legs.
Hey,
You're
are
not
you
going
talking
anywhere.
about my tank that can't walk at the moment?
Sorry.
whoa.
That wasn't a shot at Tank.
Oh, my gosh.
I promise.
Why did you bring Tank into this? I'm so sorry, Abby. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry. Tank will be fine. Tank's okay.
That's fine. That's good. I like that, though.
You like it?
Good response, too.
All right,
Okay, that's what you got.
Oh, do I have to go second?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. What month is the shortest of the year?
Okay.
May, because it only has 3 letters.
Ah, good. That's not technically correct.
Okay. Let's go back to the Tank joke.
Let's go back to ragging on your dog. All right, then. Okay, I've got one. It's a little bit longer. And I've got to say as well, full credit to Bruce Abernethy.
Okay.
From Channel 7 Port Legend told me this joke.
Okay.
Because I don't have a go-to joke, but he does.
All right.
And it's because he's got 3 daughters. So he tells us one each and every time.
Okay.
So there's a dad, very, very strict dad, 3 daughters, and they're at the age now where they're starting to date, but he doesn't want that to happen.
Okay.
So the first daughter, who's the old one, comes up to him and says, Dad, look, I want to go on this date with this bloke. Can this happen? He said, righto, here's what's going to happen. He's going to come over, and when he picks you up to go on this date, I need to meet him. If he's a good guy, I'll give him the okay, and you guys can go off and have a date. So, sitting there, waiting, doorbell goes off. First bloke turns up for the old daughter. Dad's very, very protective. Young bloke had the door. He says, hi, I'm Teddy. I'm here to get Betty. We're going to the jetty for a bowl of spaghetti. Dad says, okay, sounds like a good guy. Off you go, guys. Enjoy the night. Second daughter's waiting. She's nervous as well because she's a little bit younger. Her bloke turns up. Dad answers the door. He says, hi, I'm Joe. I'm here to get Flo. We're going to the show. Is she ready to go? Dad says, oh, sounds like a pretty good guy. Hey, Flo, Joe's here. Ready to go. Third daughter, and she's very, very nervous. And bear in mind as well, Dad's very protective. He's got a shotgun ready to go.
Yeah.
Any suspicious behaviour, he's not going to stand for it. Youngest daughter, bloke turns up, doorbell goes off. Young bloke at the door, and he just says, hi, my name's Truck. I've got a big truck. Dad cuts him off.
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
For me, it's just getting in the car and just going for a cruise and exploring.
For accommodation, flights and more, book on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
The Weekend Sports Wrap with Tom Rehn.
There he is. Look at him.
We were actually...
Struts in here.
We were saying this morning, Tommy Wren could do no wrong in our eyes. In fact, you could kill someone, we'd go, oh, good on you, Tommy.
Well, Rennie.
Good boy.
Can we do that? There's a few people.
Good solid weekend, Rennie. Let's start with, I reckon, Port.
Reason enough to smile. 5 wins on end. And Port Adelaide get home by 5 points. How about that, Kenny?
How about that, Kenny? Probably one of those ones where you go, boys, take the points, let's move on.
Well, it's been like that the whole season, hasn't it? They had that 2-point win against Sydney, 14 against the Doggies where they trailed in the last quarter, trailed in the last against the Saints, won by 7. So they've been tight wins, but you know what? Good sides get it done, as you know, Hayesy and Jode. So 5 in a row. Percentage isn't great, but they're doing what they have to. 6-2 is a really good start.
Winning becomes a culture, doesn't it? Like just that belief in yourself that you know you can come from anywhere.
Big time. And, you know, they've got that belief now to get through in close games.
Yep.
So I love that. They've just got resilience, this group at the moment. Got a few injuries, maybe some suspension concerns as well. So they're just going to have to find a way to keep grinding, but at least they're getting the wins each week.
Yeah, exactly right. It was pretty ugly to watch because I went along yesterday. The first half was like, hit a target, boys.
Yeah.
God.
And Jodie, how frustrating the goal kicking. Like,
what did they kick? 15 points?
Yeah.
Was it more than that? 20?
Yeah, 12 goals, 20. They had 10 more scoring shots. Should have won by probably 5 or 6 goals, really.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And I was watching the telecast and I could hear Jodie as well. She's going, kick it, Tommy! Kick it forward! Bloody hell!
Yeah.
She wasn't the only one either, I don't think.
Yeah, Jodie Oddie was the most feral person at that ground yesterday. That was me.
Hey, just on Junior Rioli, so he blocks the run of Jordan Ridley, clips him in the jaw. Ridley goes off. He's deemed to have concussion. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They're pretty harsh on these ones now.
I reckon it's either one of those. I'm not sure, Hayesy. It can be a bit chook lotto with the match review, but I think it's either 2 or 3. Given that they suspend players for the potential to cause injury, I don't think there was any malice in this.
No.
But it got him high.
Scream in the wrong spot.
And got him in the wrong spot, and Jordan Ridley misses the rest of the game.
Yeah.
At least 2 weeks. If they're going to be on the harsher end, maybe 3. But disappointing because I just feel like Junior's starting to hit his straps. 2 really good goals again yesterday after 2 the week before.
Yeah.
He'll be missed. But, you know, I guess the bright side of looking at things is freshen up, get yourself right when you come back, but disappointing.
Yep.
A question for you, Tom Rehn. Will the Crows ever win in Geelong?
Oh.
Ever? It's like 20 years or something.
Talking about frustrating, Jodie, they actually had their chances. The Cats felt like they were right for the picking on the weekend, and the Crows were right in it, but they just couldn't get closer than 2 goals in that second half. You know, they are so good. I just don't think they quite believe they're that good just yet. They're almost like waiting for something to happen, something to click within them. Once it does, I think they could be really, really strong. They're already a pretty good side, but I think they could be really good. Geelong, maybe just the slightly bigger bodies. And, look, don't like to umpire bash too much, but the non-decision of Ben Keys in that last term when he was held around the waist with both arms is one of the worst non-calls I think I've seen at least this year.
He's still getting help.
Yeah.
It's still happening as we speak right now.
Still holding him. He's I've got to miss my flight. Got to get back to Adelaide.
I've got to get back to Adelaide.
He's walking back to Adelaide and he's still being grabbed around the waist.
Bloody ridiculous.
Let's talk Thunderbirds, please.
Oh, look, they're in top spot.
Yeah.
Because the West Coast Fever lost yesterday by a goal, the Thunderbirds beat the Giants by 4. They're flying. I mean, we keep saying it, but it has been such a frustrating 5 or 6 years for the Thunderbirds. But Tanya Robster's kept the faith. And I just hope that the fans, and I know they will, Jodie, you're down there most weeks, they'll rock up and make it a full stadium every week. And so they should. They deserve it. They've been outstanding this season.
How good's netball chat?
Kim, you listen to Sharon. All right, now I've been in 29 netball premierships, I've played indoor cricket in 4 states, and I've shot put it at a national level. Now I think I know what I'm talking about, all right?
Here if you need, Tom Rehn. Here if you need. Because I can't contribute too much to this conversation.
Okay. Well, I am this week going to have a look at booking finals tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'll go if they don't make
chickens,
finals.
aren't you?
The lid's off. We're busting the lid open.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Tommy, do you want to come?
I'm coming.
Yeah.
We're going.
Hey, finally, Reds. Ooh, into the semis.
Like, they bounced back beautifully. I was a bit worried. Doesn't the cream always rise to the top? Craig Goodwin, when they needed him, 2 goals. The first was an absolute peach. Love using that word for soccer, peach. I use it all the time. And then it's always a peach. It's never an apple or a
it's a
orange.
peach.
It's a peach.
It's so delicious to chew on.
I don't even like peaches.
Oh, well,
But
you should.
All the boys were at Next Gen yesterday, all doing their recovery.
Well, the good thing is, Jodie, they've got at least another 2 weeks because they've got Wellington, so they play 1 home and 1 away. Central Coast Mariners, rather, after beating Wellington. Some strange occurrences as well on the weekend. So Milos Ninkovic, who used to play at Sydney,
it's amazing.
went into the opposition rooms to shake the hands, and the coach, Steve Corica, said, "Get out."
Yeah.
Like, they had to escort him out.
And
really bizarre.
And, not like tapped on the shoulder, got to leave. Like, he got manhandled out.
Yeah, right.
By 2 of the team officials.
Oh, God.
Strange. But then at the same time, it's like, do you need to? I know it's your former club, but are you going into the opposition change rooms? It's very, very inner sanctum.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So,
And unannounced as well. Although, Hayesy, you played in flags. Did you used to get the captain? You won 4 of them. Did you used to get the captain from the opposition and the coach come in afterwards just to say, "Hey, well done"?
after a grand final.
Yeah.
After a grand final, yes.
Yeah, but
it
not
was
just a
always,
final.
Yeah, and it was a funny one, Graham Corns, when he went in against Port Adelaide one time. Yeah,
1990.
So, Google that. It's very good, where Cornsy basically says, congratulations, but at the same time,
Just let rip.
cop a bit of this.
Yeah. And then got told to leave in no uncertain terms, I think.
He probably got escorted out too.
very
Big
mean.
Studley.
Oh, love stud.
Love it. Tommy, thanks for coming in.
No, pleasure. Great weekend of sport.
And I really showed those Reds boys on the treadmill yesterday when they were running next to me. I did 3Ks in 25 minutes. Cop that.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
She's ripping it up.
Yeah, she's travelling at like, I don't know, 4 or 5 Ks an hour.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. You just got valuable info. Jodies Juice.
Well, Katy Perry may have looked poised in purple at King Charles III's coronation, but her stunning presence didn't come without a few humble little mishaps. So she walked into Westminster Abbey and she was wandering around like lost. And she was heard saying to people, "Can you find my seat? Do you know where I'm supposed to sit?" And she later wrote,
"She's so human."
I know. She later wrote on Twitter, "Don't worry, guys, I found my seat." And then when she was walking out of the church, she nearly stacked it. So she went over on her heels, nearly went down.
Doesn't that make her so lovable?
Yeah. I think,
especially at an event like that.
What's not to love about Katy Perry?
Yeah.
Now, Prince Charlotte has been singing along to her at the King's coronation. She's worn this frock. It's like the most elaborate thing you'll ever see in your life. Here's a little bit of Eye the Tiger from Katy.
And you can hear King Charles say, "What a banger." What's an absolute banger.
Lionel Richie sang a bit of All Night Long too.
Oh, yes, please. Now, this would have the Royals just up and about, on their feet, going
maybe
right the hell off.
Yes, exactly right. There's this weird theory going around that that Meghan Markle actually attended the coronation because there's a shot of this guy on the internet and it's like what she would look like if she dressed up as an old man. So everyone's like, "Oh no, she was actually there in disguise." No,
just a good solid conspiracy theory to get you through.
Yeah. Gordon Ramsay has broken down during a special edition of The Project honouring Jacques Zonfrillo. Take a listen.
Quickly, if there's one thing that we've done as chefs is we've united, and we're talking about the good times. So,
oh, sad. His co-host Chef Andy Allen also spoke about his friend as well.
That we did it together. I don't know how I'm going to do it anymore. I'm going to do it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know how I'm going to.
Were you supposed to watch the premiere together?
No, we hadn't, because he was going to be on the project. So by the time he kind of done that, he was like, "I'm not going to be able to see it." So we talked about it when we were at lunch on Saturday, but. What I am kind of really happy with, and I don't know if this can go to air, but he has seen the first episode.
What did he think?
He's so excited. He's like, "This is the best first episode I've ever seen."
Unbelievably emotional aftermath.
Yeah, it's horrible stuff. Taylor Swift's latest Eras Tour show in Nashville had a special guest. Guess who? Guess who was there? Her rumoured new boyfriend.
Oh, I was going to say Bruce Abernethy.
No.
That's all I could think of. I was like, good effort there,
That's
Abba.
all you had. Maddie Healy is the singer of the 1975, and there's all these romance rumours. He was in the crowd with her best friend Gigi Hadid and some other supermodel. Like, imagine looking down and there's your boyfriend with like Gigi Hadid.
Yeah, you're like
singing along to your songs with his arm around her. Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, and it's so strange when you're watching Taylor on stage and she's looking around and one pupil's looking at the crowd, but literally one pupil is directly on your boyfriend.
On Maddie Healy.
Yeah, like, what's going on? They're going in all sorts of different directions.
Very nice. I don't like to tell you how to suck eggs. Like, you do you, boo. You live your life.
No one sucks eggs better than me.
No. You live your life the way you want to. However, I do have some feedback for you because you have been spotted around town doing something that I don't condone.
Okay.
In fact, if I saw any other man do it, I'd think, what a wanker.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. I think I know what's happening here.
Have you?
Is that time Ooh, you go.
Have you, perchance, been running around the River Torrens in Adelaide, South Australia?
Yeah.
Without your without your shirt on?
Yes, I knew this would come back and hit me. Yes, but it was a one-off thing. I promise it was a one-off thing. Okay, can I just explain myself before you throw me into jail and just lock away the key and never respect me again? So this was about a week ago. The weather was gorgeous too, about 25 degrees, sunny. And I had the shirt on. I was about to go for a run and I got my stuff out of my back of my car. Shirt that I was going to use, it's been in there for about 2 weeks straight from the gym. It's absolutely disgusting. Oh, no, it's not good enough.
No.
Not good enough. So that's a separate story in itself. And I thought, well, why don't I just ditch the shirt? why don't I just catch some last-minute rays? Because I run past blokes all the time without a shirt on, and I don't judge them. I think it's completely fine.
Oh, I do.
What's wrong with this space?
Oh, that is peacocking at its best. Blokes who run around with their shirts off. that is. Look at my rig. This is you, Andrew Hayes.
Sorry that we've got beautiful feathers. Whoops, sorry. I'll just try and hide these gorgeous feathers.
This is you peacocking by the River Torrens. Yes, you were saying, ladies, look at what good a nick I'm still in for a man of my age, which isn't that old, but having said that, it is still very much look at me.
Look, the fact that there was an AFL game just about the start, so the bridge going across Adelaide was absolutely pumped, and I had to stop a couple of times for a stretch. It's a completely separate story. It just felt that was just bad timing, I guess.
Oh my God! Can you promise me that you'll never do it again?
No, I can't promise you that. I can promise you right now that I can promise you I definitely will do it again.
You've had a taste now and you liked it.
Well, I just thought that there was nothing wrong with it. Caught a few little last-minute rays. No one got hurt except for apparently the people who saw it and reported back to you.
So this is the thing, though. I would never go to the gym in just a crop top. Ever.
Okay. I thought you were going to say I'd never go to the gym shirtless. Good.
Because that is that is also a look at me moment, I think. I think women who strut around the gym in little bits and pieces are saying...
What are they saying? What does that mean? You're right.
You've got to see the wink as well that went with it.
I don't even know what that means. So if a girl did that to me, I'd be like, what are you trying to say here?
All right, Hayesy, let's do this then. 13, 24, 10. What have you been caught doing in public?
I feel like everybody knows someone who at some stage in their life has been done for public urination.
Is there a bloke on the planet who hasn't?
I mean, let's not go into details, but my groomsman, Jimmy, it's an interesting time. And, it's water under the bridge.
It is.
On that particular night, it was urine literally under a bridge that he got done for. Feeling good, Jodes, feeling fit, because I regularly go for a jog.
Oh, my God. And you'll ring me and I'll be like, how are you? And you'll be like, I'm just a bit...
Hello?
And you'll be like, I'm just a bit down because I only did like 13.5 Ks today.
The humble brag.
Okay, mate.
And then go... 13 Ks. Is that enough, do you think?
Is that enough? Do you think that's enough?
Apparently there's a strict dress code.
I did 3 on the treadmill yesterday, and that wasn't even consistent. That's like run for 2 minutes, walk for 1.
So you call me up and say, is that enough? I go,
not really.
Probably not.
I'm so bad at running.
So apparently when I go for a run, there's a strict attire that I've got to adhere to.
I don't think 22 degrees is enough to warrant you taking your shirt off.
Don't you discriminate just how hot it is in terms of catching rays?
No.
You don't know how these particular South Australian rays work.
Oh, so we're asking the question this morning, 13, 24, 10. What did you get caught in public doing? Gillian from West Lakeshore, what happened?
Oh, it was actually my brother when he was much younger than he is now. He was in Germany somewhere. Early hours of the morning, very drunk, having a wee in public, and some lights went on, and when he looked up, he was actually outside a police station at the front door. So he got his fast legs on and, ran.
I love that. He's just having a tinkle. I go, what? What's happening here? It's literally a cop station.
Like, could you have chosen a worse location to have a wee in public?
We've got You Schnitting Me coming up, and I think I have told a story about a mate that when we were in Mexico, a bit of public urination on the beach.
Yeah.
The cops over there, oh man, they're hiding in the sand, ready to go.
Just handed over a couple of pesos to get himself out of it.
$100 American.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Not cheap.
And then we found out that they would have quite comfortably accepted $5 American. So that guy had a good night, that officer.
Let's go to John from Craigmore. Good morning.
Morning, guys. How are we going?
Very well, thank you,
good. What happened in public?
I actually work on cruise ships. I do surfing and rock climbing, and we were in Cancun, Mexico, and when the guests hop off board, we decided to go for a surf on the surf machine, and we took our shirts off. And lo and behold, there was a group of about 20 old ladies watching us, 80-year-old ladies watching us, cheering us on.
Oh,
that's good.
Did you get some solid feedback?
I got slapped on the butt a couple of times on the way out. But,
My goodness.
It all changes when you're 80, doesn't it?
Just some towy old ducks on a cruise ship.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on this Daysey. Hayesy.
It's Monday. Time to get back on the straight and narrow. Get rid of all those outrageous things you did on the... I can't believe you did that, by the way.
I know.
Oh, my gosh. What were you thinking?
I'd be so ashamed if I was you.
Have you addressed that issue? Let's hit you some knowledge. Now let's get you nice and studious. It's Monday. It's the 8th of May. Let's go back to 1926. Sir David Attenborough was born in London, England. Today is his 97th birthday.
Antarctic minke whales. Their pointed heads and short dorsal fins give them speed and endurance.
The voice of the people.
Can you do a David impression?
No, I'm David Attenborough.
No,
that's not it, is it?
Certainly not it.
No one can do David.
No.
So beautifully spoken.
The four-winged frog marches across the moor. Something like that.
I've never seen a frog march. The frog was marching. It was so strange against the traditional hop of the frog. 1907, Carlton and United Breweries was formed from the union of 6 major Melbourne breweries: Carlton, Victoria, McCracken, Shamrock and Castlemaine.
All of them got together?
Yeah, and they said, let's just create an absolute dynasty.
Okay.
Favourite Carlton United ad, if you can remember? You know the one that used to go, it's a big ad for Carlton Draft. 1972, my brother-in-law, Darren Hayes... No, I wasn't brother-in-law. 1972, my father, Darren Hayes, was born in Brisbane, Queensland. Today is his 51st birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. How long do you reckon I can keep claiming that I'm somehow related to Darren Hayes?
I mean, I don't think you're... no one can stop you at this point.
51 years old. He was 13 when he had me.
I'm trying to remember which one's Darren Hayes of the Savage Garden brothers.
It's quite offensive to the Hayeses in general.
Right.
Myself, Darren and Sean Hayes. 2008, Vladimir Putin appointed as Russian Prime Minister. He's still in power. Wow, what an absolute piece of you-know-what.
Yeah, hasn't it panned out well for him?
Yeah, I don't want to talk politics or anything that's happening because I don't understand it, but
No.
I can identify a piece of you-know-what when I see one.
Just need to know there's a war and it's not good.
Yes. Number one song on May 8th, 2010, Nothing on You by Bruno Mars. Pint-sized little thing, isn't he? But gosh, he can sing.
One of the best concerts I've ever been to, Bruno.
You'd be like, oh, what's that voice? Is that coming from someone who's like 8 foot? No, no.
No.
A 3 foot f***all. Time to play this. Are You Schnitting Me? 2 stories. One's the truth, one is a lie. You need to correctly identify which is which and get yourself a little $100 Schnit House voucher.
Can I go first?
Sure.
Because we were just speaking about football tipping, and I went to the football yesterday in the Western Stand there at the Port Adelaide game against the Bombers. And sitting next to me was none other than the great Port legend, Dom Cassisi.
Oh, yes. 200 plus games,
Yeah.
of course. Captain of the club.
Also into finance
Premiership
now,
player.
and a really, really nice man.
He's a lovely bloke,
we were
Dom.
just chatting a little bit, Dom and I had my 10-year-old with me, and for some reason, Jodie's brain did that thing where it just freezes up. And I've gone, oh my God, I've forgotten his name. I know who this is, but I've forgotten his name. So anyway, do you know what came out of my mouth?
Oh, no, you didn't. Here you go. This is cane corn.
No, I didn't, but I turned around and I said, Summer, this is a bit of a Port legend here. His name's Tom Cassisi.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Tom, I'm sure Tom gets it all the time.
And
No,
he
that was a
didn't-
first.
He's so polite. He just glossed over it. Like, yeah. And he might have even introduced himself as Tom.
I was about to say, Dom's so lovely. He would have been like, nice to meet you, I'm Tom. He's that sort of bloke.
All right, what you got?
Okay, very good. Very believable too, because sometimes you get yourself into situations where it's like, what just came out of my mouth?
What happened?
That's strange.
It was almost one of those out-of-body experiences.
Yeah. All right, let's take it back to 2004. I was 19 years old, and I lived in Sydney for the first couple of years out of school before I moved to the beautiful state of South Australia. We used to frequent the Wallaby Bar in Cockle Bay.
Oh.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's gone up to Bar Heaven.
Yeah.
It's hanging out with Marble Bar.
Yes. The Wallaby Bar.
The Wallaby Bar.
Well, who thought of that?
It was a genuine affiliate. It was a genuine affiliate of Wallabies.
Oh,
Australian
okay,
Rugby
gotcha.
Union. So I think the ARU might have even owned the space.
Right, yeah, okay.
Yes, just trying to find the one there.
Oh, the wallaby bar.
Never found her.
Oh, didn't you?
Never found her. So the Piedmont Bridge, if anyone's familiar with Sydney, it's in between the two wharfs there. It's around about 7 or 8 metres high, I think. It's a bit of a daring act, a bit of a thing that young people do. I don't think they do it anymore because it's heavily patrolled. You have a couple of looseners and then you jump off it.
Oh, no.
It's a silly move.
Yeah.
It's a silly move, but it's almost like a bit of a you-know-what measuring thing.
Yeah, right.
So, look, I was probably the only one who hadn't done it. It was me and another couple of mates who had done it. But usually when you do it, you keep your pants on and you just take your shoes off and then you just get back changed and you go to the club. One particular mate was like, no, I'm going full Starkers. So he got off the top there, jumped, and obviously was all over the place. And I'm not kidding. He's hit, obviously, the surface hadn't been broken. He's hit the surface of the water and he's got his legs spread.
Oh, no.
And he did some damage to him. It cut him and it split him in a very, very sensitive area.
Oh, my goodness. Is he
yes.
okay?
And when I say I need to get specific,
No, don't get specific. No, you can't.
Yes.
Okay.
Just know that the skin down there is really, really sensitive and easily torn.
Oh my God.
And it split him.
Okay.
And boy, oh boy, didn't the rest of us learn a lesson. You have to wear pants when you jump off the Piedmont Bridge. I've said that for so long.
13 24 10, please get me out of this story immediately. Which one of us is schnitting you right now?
3 stitches he got.
Oh my goodness. $100 Schnit House voucher on the line.
Yeah, you know the drill. 2 stories, 1 truth, 1 lie. Correctly identify which is which. $100 Schnit House voucher up for grabs.
My story was yesterday I accidentally called Dom Cassisi Tom Cassisi when I introduced him to my daughter. What a brain fade.
And not surprisingly as well, Dom just went along with it.
Yeah.
He's such a gentleman.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Summer. I'm Tom.
I guess my name's Tom now. My story was when I was 19, crossing the Piedmont Bridge in Sydney. Me and my mates, it was a little thing that we used to do. I never got to do it, thank goodness, where we jump off the Piedmont Bridge after a couple of beers.
Yeah.
One particular bloke jumped off and got himself completely nude. It didn't crest the landing like he should have and ended up splitting himself in a really, really suspicious area.
Oh.
And he taught us all a very, very valuable lesson.
Yes. Literally tore a new one, didn't he?
He tore himself a new one. He did. Had to get stitched up.
Oh, dear. Michelle from Modbury, good morning.
Good morning. How are we?
We're very well, thanks, Michelle. Who's schnitting you right now?
Okay, well, I do toss up for a little bit, but I do know boys can be boys, and I have heard of fellas popping a walnut before with
splitting the old walnut.
So I'm going to say Hayesy is schnitting up. Jody, sorry. No, Hayesy, you're telling the truth. Sorry, I'm crook still. Jody, you're telling the truth. Hayesy, you're...
Wait, I'm confused.
Yes, so am I.
Michelle, you've just completely contradicted yourself.
I know.
Okay, who's telling the truth?
I do believe that Joe's is telling the truth because I can see you stuffing up a name.
You can see it.
I'm telling the lie.
So you're lying about the walnut?
Yep.
And I'm telling the truth. Is that right, Michelle?
Yeah. Sorry, I've just spent 5 days crook. So.
Oh, that's very good. Well, I kind of wish you had have gone with your first answer because I definitely didn't call Dom Cassisi Tom Cassisi. No. I've done some stupid things. That wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle. Never mind. We'll put you in the running for 10K a day.
Thank you.
Okay. I hope you get better, doll.
Thank you.
All right. Poor Michelle confused herself. Got herself into a right little pickle.
Yeah. I mean, you know Dom Cassisi quite well. You're not going to Tom, rather. But now you're thinking, aren't you?
Yeah.
What about my mate who split himself?
I don't want to think about it. I genuinely don't want to think about it. Hey, big show tomorrow. We're going to play another game.
Of Mum Sung Heroes?
That's the one, yep.
Yes.
And Dead or Alive, we'll do that one as well.
We'll make a little return.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for Monday.
It is it. I need to address something with Abby. Can you sleep in your own bed tonight? Because she slept at the station last night.
Can we start locking up the office, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't fly in till my plane was delayed, so it was like 11:30 by the time I got here. So I went, you know what? I've got to be up in 3.5 hours. I may as well just stay here.
So she slept on the couch in your dressing gown.
Yeah. Do you know how cold it was out there? And I thought I got to a point I went, I'm not going to get any sleep here. So your little dressing gown was in the office, so I snuggled into that,
There
and
you
I had
go.
the greatest 2 hours sleep of my life.
It's a very elaborate story from someone who's just got kicked out of their home. Catch you tomorrow, friends.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Jodie and Hayesy on Adelaide's Nova 919.